Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to play some more Your Boyfriend from the Steam version of the demo. Only days 1 and 2 until I think the full game comes out. So we are going to do the Stranger routes. At least so far. Hey there, Peter. We'll do the Stranger routes this time, and then we're gonna do the more abusive route. It's only dates 1 and 2, so it's not much compared to this Patreon version. Lion, welcome, Lion. You two have fun. My life has been chaotic. My family broke into their fifth drama, so I left the nest and ran straight to college. I got an apartment and a job, but even that has become unbearable. Working at the local Greasy Spoon Diner doesn't pay the best, obviously, so finding a roommate was my only recourse to being able to afford an apartment. I just want to know how much we have to pay for rent. Now my roommates always bring some dropout into the apartment for late night study sessions. My sleep schedule is wrecked, and top it off, the rent is late. I heard once that if you become a roommate with a friend, you won't stay friends for long. It is true, from what I've heard. In my case, my friendship is staying with my friend making excuses for why they need me to cover their half of the rent. Thanks to that deadbeat, I'm working harder just to scrape by every month. Picking up a second job will drive me to an early grave at this point. The park gives me a chance to have some much-needed alone time. I know a friend of mine did ask me if I wanted to be their roommate, but I really didn't need to because I still was able to live with my parents at that time. This part of the park in particular is my favorite because it's untouched by Notch's family members and college jerks. The only people who come here are the groundskeepers. Even then, they only came by in the morning. Close my eyes, I rub my face and breathe out tension from my body so that I could enjoy the peace and quiet. And plus, the place that they were going to be renting was further away from my work than my parents' house, so just then I feel someone sit down beside me. Startled, I turned to face into Roper.
Whoa, hey, take it easy. It's just me.
Oh, I know, Peter. I'm sorry I have to do this. The stranger says, trying to keep me from leaping too high off the park bench. You're a jumpy one, aren't ya? Scooting awkwardly towards me, a shy smile creeps over his face. I keep my eyes on him like a hawk, unsure what his intentions are. Not once do his unblinking eyes stray from mine. So are you waiting for a family member or a friend? Neither. We're waiting for you. It just seems kind of odd for you to be sitting here all alone like this and so far away from the jogging track. A chill runs down my spine. I cross my arms over my chest and slide myself away from him, perching closer to the edge of the bench. Does the same person walk up to you out of blue and start asking such questions? No, but it's Peter, and I've actually had worse. Working retail, you do have people that can be worse than Peter. The stranger picks up on my unease, refraining from moving any closer to me. Cross his fingers in between his legs. He smiles warmly. I had a lady that tried to hug me once, and I said no. She did it anyway and hurt my shoulder. Then kind of way off. Because I'm like, hurt? I mean, you don't look like a groundskeeper or one of those old people feeding pigeons after doing Chai Chi. I'm just getting some alone time to myself. Things have been pretty intense lately. It's like he wants to wrap his arms around me in comfort, fingers twitching.
Look, I know this is very sudden, but may I have the pleasure in taking you out to dinner?
This time, sorry, Peter. have our plans. Can I have the pleasure? Never mind, he's weird. I can't tell if he's just being socially awkward or eccentric. What? Why? Why is he interested in me of all people?
Well, I'm your boyfriend. Isn't that why you're here?
I do love the new art. I do see like little my boyfriend? Why would he be assuming a relationship? Because he's breaking the fourth wall. And he's adorable. The stranger sits patiently, waiting for my answer. ... Discomforting silence grows, unsure and confused by the situation. I can't find the words. It's just so sudden. Taking the hint, he removes his hand from mine. Looking away, the stranger chuckles awkwardly. Hey, I get it. If you don't want me to be your boyfriend, just thought I'll take the chance and ask you out. We're getting mixed singles, huh? If he's guilt-tripping me, he's doing a terrible job. Well, it's just I don't even know you, so... Don't worry, I get it. I suppose I'll be a little weirded out, too. Someone random stranger came up and asked me out on a date. To be fair, I've had that happen. Flattered, but still a little uneasy. In high school. Taking my rejection well, not throwing a fit, or making a scene, the stranger is almost understanding of my feelings. Thank God. Oh no, he's deep down plotting to kidnap us. Knowing Peter. I better get going then. It was nice talking to you though. Give him a smile and sad wave before walking away. He leaves me alone on the bench. I watch him walk off, feeling sort of terrible for knowing how things end the way they did. Maybe I'll apologize to him if I ever see him again. I stay in the park a little longer. I don't know if I should go after him or just shake it off and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna run into him very, very soon. And every day after that. I wander around the city a little bit more, visiting places I normally went. I just want to see if there's any more, like, cameos of people's YN personas. I still can't get the man out of my head. It's baffling. On one hand, I'm glad he didn't keep harassing me about going out with him. At the same time, I wish he stayed around a little bit and just talked to me like a normal person. Peter's not normal, and what's a normal anyway? That could be just my erroneous talking. I come across a local florist shop. I remember passing on a few of my downtown walks. I've been meaning to stop in and pick up some flowers for the apartment, but could never seem to find the time. Well, I have time now, so why not? Stepping into the shop, I hit with a fragrant combined scent of various flowers inside. I wander past a colorful display of flower arrangements, potted plants, and small gift bags of pottery. I had a particular purchase in mind. I go straight to the roses. I catch a scent of roses from the rustic wooden display shelf display. Being mindful of some still had their thorns, I reach out and pick one up. A hand brushes against mine. And we know who that is. I snatch my hand away, catching a glimpse at the other person. Oh, fancy seeing you here. The man from the park beams at me before pulling the rose out. I didn't know you shopped here too. I don't! The stranger places a finger over his lips. Shh, it's a normal shop. There's no need to raise your voice. No one's here, so I can raise my voice any time I want, Peter. Oh wait, you're talking to YN, not me. His comment rubs me the wrong way, but I try to compose myself. Did you follow me here? Is this pure coincidence, or should I be worried? What? Of course not. Yes, he did. He looks a little hurt by my accusation. Me accusing him. I come here almost every day, you know. Oh, I know he does. That's a relief. He fumbles around, throws his hands, eyes focused squarely on the ground. But for us, I love flowers. This little shop is only one nearby, so I come here a lot to see what new bouquets they have made, if they have any on sale. I highly doubt it's only one nearby where you live, Peter. I highly doubt it. Admit that sometimes I get a glimpse of you through the windows of the diner room that you work at. Lately, I've been meaning to walk in and finally say hi, but I lose my nerves and stay out. Also, it still sounds sweet and not stalkerish, but we are gonna have to. You've been watching me? Are you serious? What kind of creep are you? But it's not like that. His hand reaches out for my shoulder in an attempt to calm me down. I flinch away in shock and disgust, not wanting his grubby hands anywhere on me. Don't touch me! I storm out of the floor shop, not looking back for anything. I feel sorry for being mean to him, but... It's getting dark out. I hate walking home at night. After crossing paths with that crazy stalker, I have a good reason to now. I take a longer, less traveled path home in case the creepy guy knew more about my habits. Crap. I need to find a new place to hang out, and probably a new job. New places to hang out. Probably a new job. Oh, don't worry. We could stay in the back. We could just be the chef. Oh, I like the little... I storm into the apartment and slam the door behind me, body silently shivering from my earlier encounter. The rummaging of my roomie and their study partner in the kitchen came to an abrupt silence at my unceremonious arrival. I shield my eyes as I walk past. They have a habit of walking around naked after their study sessions, and I don't even want to guess if we're dressed this time. Lucy giving us post-traumatic stress disorder. I flop down on the bed, muffling a frustrated scream with my pillow. After a moment, I roll over my back and stare at the ceiling, trying to forget about my day, trying to forget about him. Falling asleep from the sheer exhaustion, my last thought is a simple wish. I hope I never see that weirdo again. Oh, that's definitely not an impossible wish. Impossible. Because... Okay, honor to day 2. So why did you have a nice time with the stranger? Don't answer that. It's time to get up and face another day. Ugh. I roll over into my bed. Every inch of my body's begging me to wake up, but I don't have the willpower to go on living. It's like I didn't get any form of rest at all. I have a feeling we didn't. Knowing Peter, we definitely did not. I fight the will to wake up for a moment, rubbing my eyes before sitting up in my bed. I'm a mess. So I wonder how many times he does that, because if you see the video, if you haven't seen days 1 for 4 yet, or 5, he has a pet snake called Rat. How does he feed him if he's basically here stalking us 24/7? I'm a mess. I've just thought of that. Okay, so Peter we have to do this. I don't wear most of the clothes anymore. At this point, it's just piling up and making it difficult to see inside. And perfect for someone to stalk us. Most of my clothes are just hand-me-downs. That's a nice way to say things no one wants to wear. Oh, mine were thrift store. So they were hand-me-downs. A person would probably fit comfortably inside of it. Preferably a 6'4", 6'5" golf ball head. Okay, let's definitely... 9:12 a.m. Oh god, I'm late for work. Falling dressed, I rush out of my bedroom, making my way into the kitchen section where I normally put my work keys.
Hey, looks like someone's in a hurry.
A surge of irritation flows from me. When I hear Lucy's voice, I take a glimpse over my shoulder towards a deadbeat who wasn't making my life any easier. Yes, I was in a hurry because some of us actually have a job. I mutter under my breath, grabbing my work keys from the kitchen counter and beginning to storm right by her. Again with the guilt trip. I wouldn't try a guilt trip, Lucy. She mutters something else under her breath as she rolls her eyes.
Look, I'm trying, alright?
I actually know that. I'm sorry, Lucy. I just haven't had any calls back yet. And I can relate to that. In so much levels. You get a college degree and it's still hard to find anything in your field. She tries to explain, but I've grown tired of her half-assed excuses. I'm not even going to argue with her. Now it's not time, because right now, time is not on my side. I wave her off and make my way out the door, rushing myself down the stairs and out of the apartment building. First a stalker, now I might lose my job. With any luck, I might get hit by a car and die on impact. And get isekai. Oh, that would be the luck. If you get hit by a car, Truck-kun will isekai you. But he'll isekai you back to day one, though. I just love that because my brain goes isekai. Truck-kun. It's a Sunday. There's usually hardly any customers on Sunday mornings, but even then, it doesn't excuse my lateness. Or tardiness. It does change. Rushing through the front doors of the diner, I dash into the kitchen and grab my apron off the coat hanger along the far end of the wall. The apron seemed to be the only place where gray stains don't get over me. We don't have our own side apron? Fumbling to tie the apron on, I rush over towards the time clock to snatch my time card to punch in. Wait! According to this, I already clocked in. Right on 7 o'clock. Who could have... My attention snaps towards the sound of approaching footsteps. Whoever it is, they're not trying to be discreet as they carry a clanking stack of dirty dishes back from the table.
There you are. Where have you been?
TK!
I've been covering your shift for the past 45 minutes without the boss even knowing you're not here.
Let's be real. If Peter was not in the game and it was a normal, like, dating sim with TK, Lucy, and Dawn instead, TK would be the one I'd go for. I rush right by me. TK rushes right by me as they gently place the dishes into the sink of soapy hot water. Dripping their hands, TK sighs loud enough to make sure that I hear it. They're like this all the time, though, always acting like they're the big sibling to anyone and everyone, and keeping things in one piece. I'm gonna see how TK's apartment's different. I huff as I try to think of an excuse that doesn't sound as pathetic as my alarm clock didn't go off, but the truth is all I have, so I try to downplay the issue. I don't get why you're making such a fuss. We're pretty much dead on Sunday morning. You clearly weren't paying attention to when you came barging in. TK wipes their hands on their apron before gesturing for me to look out through the service window. What the? Are you kidding me? Why are there so many old farts here? Cause it's a singer's day. I try not to raise my voice at the point that the fiber chopping boomers outside did not hear me. Oh, they'll definitely hear. One will definitely hear. And it'll be the Karen. A tour bus came along, that's what happened. Now, stop asking questions and start waiting tables. My question's, tour bus? What town do we live in? TK hands me a spare notepad and pencil and nudges me out of the kitchen. I mean, my town probably does get tourists. Great, here I am, hoping to have an easygoing day. So much for that. But it's mostly a downtown part that they go for. The breakfast crowd is a nightmare. Karens and redneck grandpas everywhere with something up their butts. Their asses. Some even going as far as refusing to pay because I didn't kiss their goddamn feet, whether their coffee was not filled all the way, or their T-bone steak wasn't cooked the way they wanted. Yeah, T-bone steak for breakfast, not even breakfast steak and eggs either. An actual T-bone dinner with potatoes and steamed carrots. And then, when one person refuses to order off the breakfast menu, there's a dozen more that follow suit. To be fair, those are my people. Eat whatever eat the T-bone steak for breakfast. You only live once. Such a hassle. Why couldn't the elderly be more like my grandparents, pleasant, polite, the last of the great generation, not these entitled boomers? To be fair, people in the great generation be entitled too. Eventually, the crowd starts dying down, most leaving to do some sightseeing, others staying and order some coffee or lunch. At least these are the kind of customers that mind their own business and are more focused on eating or talking. Staggering to the kitchen, I let out a long sigh and rest against the wall, finally able to take a moment to relax. I know you want to get off your feet, but you missed the table. TK sneaks over to my side, giving me a gentle nudge before pulling back out to the dining area. I roll my exhausted eyes and look over towards them. Can't you do it? I don't feel like having some Karen dump their cereal on me again. I would, but you owe me for covering your tables for an hour. Yeah, I kind of do. Damn it, they had a point. With a groan, I lean myself off the wall, trying to strain my posture and stumble back out. And anything for you, TK. Even if it goes, I have to go meet my stalker. Scanning the booths, I check all of the tables I had already gone, matching their faces and orders table by table. I don't think I missed any. A voice chimes in from the booth to my right. Hey there, stranger. Yeah, you're the stranger. Stranger danger. Oh my god, casual. I try to suppress my disgust, faking a smile as I raise a notepad and pencil in my hand. It's a bad idea to make a scene in front of everyone. Make a scene. Hey, you! This day was bad enough, but now he's here. I thought I made it clear that I didn't want to see you ever again. Okay, I'm not doing that well with hiding away how much I don't want to see him. You did, and I understand why. Trust me, I'm not an idiot. He mumbles, looking down at the table in front of him, as he starts picking up one of the napkins. You didn't let me explain yesterday, since you blew up and stormed off like that. I had to apologize to the Florist about the outburst. Oh god, that's right. I'm probably not allowed in there anymore. Not that I plan on going back now that this freak goes there often. Cross my arms, I wait for his excuse, ready to publicly call this creep out. I never intended to stalk you in any way. You were just another face I've seen every day while I was on my walks. But over time, you became more and more captivating. A face I couldn't help but stop for a moment to admire. Peter, that was from day one. You saw us, and that was from day one. Don't kid yourself. As he speaks, he starts folding the napkin into a paper crane. Or so how the story goes anyways. He finishes, giving a hint of sneer upon the last statement. I tucked the notepad and pencil away in my pocket. You know, this doesn't help you sound any less creepy. His eyes shift over towards me, an eerie glint in his gaze as he smiles a little, responding to my reply. You're just playing...
Hard to get at this point.
I almost forgot that he says that line. A jolt of dread shoots through my entire body. Yeah, that's the red flag. I don't know if it's the words, his tone, or the gaze that's settling all the red flags, but I'm not going to stand here and analyze why my survival instincts are kicking into overdrive. Because I can sense something's wrong. See his sharp teeth. Well, Peter, though. Turning away, I quickly make my way into the kitchen, trying to untie my apron with my sweaty palms. TK approaches with an expression of concern. They might have watched the whole thing happen. Hey, are you alright? What happened? What did he say? I can't do this. I need to go home. I hand TK my apron. Just have Alicia cover my shit from now on.
Whoa. You're quitting? What did he do? Should I call the police?
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. That man is stalking me. So I could see... We could go to TK. TK doesn't hesitate for a moment. The moment I say this, making a direct line to the phone. Just watch Peter. I stay in the kitchen area, taking the occasional glance at the kitchen window to see if he's still there. He is. Of course, he still is, sitting there while finishing up making his knack and crane. TK comes back after a moment, taking a glance at the butthole, before turning their attention over towards me. Because I can't say it because of YouTube. Alright, they're gonna be sending someone over in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes? He's gonna be gone by then. I'm aware of that. TK matches my fierce whisper and looks just as baffled and disappointed with the situation I am. This sounds more right. Oh, definitely like a real life. Either way, we'll still file a report and give them a description. It's something at least. But he knows where I work, and he knows of the section of the park where I like to relax. What if he knows where I live? Oh, he definitely does. He does, Wyatt. He knows exactly where your bedroom is, too. For how many months, we don't know. Well, I guess you could stay with me in the meantime and wait for all this to blow over. Really? Sure. I got to know you well enough. So I'm positive you won't try to steal anything. And if we do, he got our number. I honestly don't know what to say. I just feel a sense of relief that's not only will I be with a more tolerable person, but I also won't be walking home alone. Because TK has a vehicle. Of course, the creep's gone by the time the police arrive. We did our best description of him before trusting that they would look into the matter. TK and I have our doubts though. Say that he has a golf ball head. Luck at the rest of the kitchen staff let us go home early, but we have to be at work earlier tomorrow morning. There's like at least 3 people. TK covers 1 though. It doesn't look like much, but at least it's away from my neighborhood. Thank God. Actually, I kind of like TK's apartment complex.
we are. Home sweet home.
They live in this space? Kind of roomy. I shouldn't be picky due to my situation, but just having me in here feels like I'm crapping up the whole place. Looks like they live alone too. They probably aren't able to afford anything else. Actually, it feels more roomy. Still, at least I have a safe place with a more down-to-earth roommate. Sorry, it's not much. Oh, it's cozy. I like the doll. They mutter, looking around the single space area they live in. No, don't be. I still appreciate you bringing me in like this. They seem to leave upon hearing me say this, giving a smile as they start pulling out some extra blankets from under their bed. Well, just so you know, the couch does fold out into a bed. It's actually more comfortable than the mattress I got. So hey, special treatment for a special guest. How about you take the mattress if it's more comfortable, and I'll sleep in your bed. I want you to be more comfortable, TK. Who would have thought my coworker from the diner would be so mellow and sweet outside of work? Well, we knew that because he's our friend. They're our friend. Sorry, I keep saying it. Like, I know TK's ginger food, so it doesn't technically. Thank you. It means a lot that you're going out of your way for me like this. Like, I still like to use they, them. It's not a problem. I know what it's like to have creeps harass you. You don't deserve it. I give TK a hug. The rest of the day goes alright. I have my phone. I had to phone my roommate that I'm going to be away for a few days. Of course she doesn't answer the phone, so I have to leave a message instead and hope that she checks it soon. Still, this is certainly a pleasant change from the stress of my life. Hours later. The one downside with sleeping in a new place is I can't stay asleep. I need some water. Getting up off the sofa, I feel around the dark, unfamiliar area, trying to recall where the kitchen section was in this place. Jeez, who was that? Through the darkness, I see a figure standing before me. Hearing them give a brief shh sound as I feel them place their hands on my shoulder. Tiki, are you right? The figure doesn't answer as I feel their hands squeeze my shoulder, almost as though they're feeling me. What are you doing? I try to pull away from the figure's grip, but then a wet rag smothers my nose and mouth. Peter. Find back, I lash out with my arms and jerk my neck to pull my face away from the rag. Whatever this is, they seduce me by quickly wrapping their thin limbs around my body and hold me tight. I try to break free, but they did not loosen up one bit. Oh god, I'm starting to feel drowsy and weak. Who's doing this? Why? Well, because he's been stalking us. A chill runs down my spine as I feel a kiss against my cheek. A familiar and sickening voice whispers in my ear. No. He found me. What? How? I can't. And that was, the Stanger route for the Steam demo. If you like my content, please consider subscribing if you rate, comment down below, and liking the video, and I'll see you guys next time.